Here's a thing that I think is important for some of you to understand. I know that, how to say, I know that a lot of you are sophisticated enough to understand this, or at least versed enough in the internet and how it works to understand this. And I'm not disparaging people that don't. I'm just saying some do, some don't. And that is how the whole advertising thing works on YouTube or on social media in general. How income is made. So it's no surprise to many of you that what we do on YouTube is a money-making endeavor, in part, and also we have a lot of fun with it. We share a lot of our lives, and we enjoy it. We just enjoy the creative process of creating videos and talking about things, or just living our lives and sharing some of this with you. But obviously, we can't just do that all the time and not make any money, because it takes an incredible amount of time. I know some people don't realize that, but it takes a lot of time to sort of plan or just film and edit and post. And it's a curation of ideas and fragments of videos and editing and all. It's just a lot of work. It's more work than you would imagine if you've never done it. It's easy and tempting to imagine that the stuff just magically appears because it's just pictures. Anyway, so here's the breakdown basically of how money is made by creative content producers such as myself and my wife. We enter into an agreement with Google, YouTube, which we did many years ago, and they agreed to let us take part in the income generating that is YouTube, and that is the advertising. And so we became a monetized channel. In other words, they would run ads. They're allowed to run ads on our video. We're allowed to publish videos, and they're allowed to run ads on them, and they share the revenue generated. Now, what that means is that's them. That is everything to do with YouTube and Google. YouTube, before it was bought by Google, it has nothing to do with us, okay? And that is to say, I don't even know how it works. The ads just appear on the videos. And I mean, I know that I click the button that says, yes, please make this a monetized video. In other words, pay me for any revenue generated. And so that's it. And what YouTube then does is, or Google, they have algorithms, and they'll show ads that they think are pertinent to you and you and you and you and you, and to all these millions of people. And according to what you've watched, they want to throw ads at you that will hopefully make the advertiser money or make the advertiser happy. And they do that with algorithms because the algorithms know what you're interested in, right? I hope I'm explaining that clearly enough. So they present things like products and services and things that you might buy to make the advertiser happy, because they don't want to just throw ads at you that are going to cost the advertiser money and not give them any benefit. So it's a guessing game. And sometimes advertisers just want their concept or product or service just shotgunned out there to everybody, and they'll pay for it. So much per impression, right? So oh my goodness, I'm walking and now I see a beautiful lady and her beautiful dogs. It is my family. Hello, my loves. Hello. Okay, love you. I love you. I see you. But anyway, the reason this comes up is because recently someone said, people never really talk to me about ads. Every now and then someone will say, I saw such and such ad on your channel. But I think generally people have the understanding that I don't have anything to do with that. I don't have hundreds of or thousands of relationships with different companies. Of course, Google handles that. And Google takes in the money and keeps a part of it and gives a part of it to us. And we're none the wiser. So someone recently said, oh, a Kamala Harris video was on your video, ad was on your video, so I assume you're supporting Kamala Harris. No, I can't stand Kamala Harris, but that's who I'll be voting for. If anybody's curious, let me make that abundantly clear. No, and I don't mean to be ugly. I just think Kamala Harris is a great danger to this country, and she's proven it. She's has a track record with that administration. They're wanting socialism, and they're wanting to erode our rights, and rights of free speech and Second Amendment rights, and just on and on and on, as many of you know, and some of you don't understand or believe. But whether you see a Trump ad or a Kamala Harris, I'm assuming you've seen both. I'm assuming that you are sophisticated enough to know there's no sentiment there. Even the Trump ads. I'm not like, hey Donald, want to run ads on my videos? It's not how it works. They just put whatever up and they assume you'll take it or leave it. If you don't like Kamala, don't vote for her. I don't have anything to do with that. And anyway, I sound like I'm not defensive. I'm just explaining it because somehow people don't understand this. But I think that the general public is getting more and more sophisticated, a little more savvy, and starting to understand that kind of stuff. There's no ramification. There's no implication. There's nothing. It's just stuff. There's always stuff. There's always something being advertised or pushed. I'm not trying to get you to buy a Maytag. I don't know anything about Maytags or a Frigidaire or a headlight. That's obvious, okay, right? So I just wanted to share that with you because from time to time I get questions, and it's very rare, but okay, we're in this most heightened political season, and everybody's on edge. And I thought while I'm talking, I might as well tell you I am voting for Trump. I am voting for people say, are you voting for a convicted felon? No, I'm voting for a guy that was railroaded by his political opponent, who happens to be the president of the United States, and a corrupt system of DAs and judges who are corrupt. And you're a child if you don't understand that. I mean, come on. That's blatantly obvious. They've tried to shoot him. They've tried to villainize him. They've tried to vilify him. They've tried to imprison him. They're pulling out all the stops because this guy is a real threat. This is one of the most serious threats that's ever faced this muck and mire that is Washington. They're all a bunch of scoundrels on both sides. And he's far from perfect. And I've said that from the very beginning, before his first presidency, that I don't like that he has a mouth that runs too much and says too many stupid things, but that's what we got. And I think he said stupid things. And I'm not ashamed, I'm not embarrassed or afraid to say that, because you've got to be honest. Whether your candidate is Democrat or Republican or an independent, you can't just say, oh, this is a perfect person. I'm voting for this person because they're perfect. They're none of them perfect. Kennedy's not perfect. I'd rather be voting for him, quite frankly, but there are reasons there are things I harshly disagree with on his platform. But he's bowed out for Trump, and I'm voting for Trump. And I think if you don't want to see your freedoms eroded and socialism ushered in, or potentially civil war or world war, you'll do the same. But anyway, this was not to be a political video, but more an explanation of how we make money and what are my sentiments on the ads that run on my videos. I don't care. You can, if you have the mind to call me a whore or whatever because of I don't care what's running on my. I don't care if it's not indecent. They won't let me run indecent content on YouTube, so they're just putting up anything that anybody pays them to put up. that is within the realm of common decency. Okay, I hope that I've explained that. And yes, so Google treats you like independent contractor. You know, you got to do your own taxes, and like I said, they throw the ads up, they handle all that. Does I explain that? All right, I hope so. And I thank you all as always for watching. Love to you all, and let's not fall apart as a nation and constantly be at each other's throats. That's what they want. They want us to, you know, a house divided cannot stand. That's what somebody's doing right now. They're tearing us apart, and we're letting them. So let's have some dignity, and let's go to the polls, and let's fight a good fight and a clean fight. I don't see that happening from the left, but we can set an example on the right. Okay? Thanks for watching, everyone. Now you know who I'm voting for.